Hello, Westford. My name is Gloria Miller, and I have served on the school committee for the past 3 years. My husband Aaron and I have lived in Westford since 2007 and are the proud parents of 3 young adults. Together, we've logged over 30 parent years in Westford schools, spanning all grades K through 12. I'm a former attorney and law professor, and I also hold a bachelor's and master's degree in psychology. Over the last 13 years, I've gone from being a classroom mom to selling musical theater tickets to serving on the school committee, and I view all those roles as my opportunity to give back to Westford Public Schools and my community. As a school committee member, I've actively supported our students through my work on policy, union negotiations, and budget matters. As chair of the policy subcommittee, I've developed policies that promote improved processes, fiscal responsibility, and support for vulnerable student populations. I also served as a lead negotiator for the Unit A teacher contract negotiations this year. Although these were interrupted by COVID-19, we were able to reach a successful agreement for a 1-year extension of the current contract, granting much needed stability for both parties moving into the upcoming school year. A successful resolution was also reached with the superintendent regarding his contract, and I look forward to working with Bill and all of our other dedicated administrators for another year. During difficult budget cycles, I have focused on finding solutions that promote student success while also being fiscally sound. This year, I voted to continue the Latin program, retain 2 elementary school teachers at the K-2 level, and add 2 half-time adjustment counselors to support the social and emotional learning needs of our 3 to 5 students. I also actively lobbied for additional money to stabilize special education funding, and the Select Board and Finance Committee voted unanimously in favor of those funds, which are now under consideration and pending approval at Fall Town Meeting. For the future, I believe we need to improve the school budget process by 1, providing a budget directive to the superintendent at the start of budget season, just as the Select Board does for the town manager. 2, forming a finance subcommittee to improve fiscal accountability and long-range budget planning. 3, working to better educate the public about the school budget. A few years ago, the town held an event called Show Me the Money regarding the town budget process, and I think it's time for Show Me the Money School Budget Edition. In the face of the current public health crisis, my number 1 priority will be supporting the education of our students while maintaining safety for children and staff, their families, and the broader Westford community. I commend our staff and students for rising to meet the challenge of remote learning this spring. Parents, students, and staff are now anxiously awaiting what the fall may bring. I don't have those answers yet. Unfortunately, no one does, but I have confidence that we will find solutions that balance safety with education. School committee will need to remain engaged in the summer months to help support our administration and staff, and we will also need to work in close collaboration with other town boards. I am committed to continuing to do the hard work needed to find positive solutions on behalf of our students. I believe my experience with existing school policies, the ongoing union negotiations, and my familiarity with the school budget can be helpful to the challenges that lay ahead. I hope to have the opportunity to continue to serve my community for another 3 years, and I humbly ask for your vote. Even though we continue to be physically apart, Westford will always find a way forward together. I encourage everyone to consider voting early during this unprecedented election. Please visit my website at www.electgloriamiller.com to learn more about me, or follow my Facebook page, Miller for School Committee, for the latest updates. And of course, thank you to WestfordCAT for the opportunity to share this message with the community.